how are you guys handling this? Because I can't. Like, they are hunting us down like animals. Like, and are you all okay with this? Just because we look this way? Just because of our names? Like, what? I'm so angry. Like, there is so much rage watching those videos of raids in construction sites, like on the street, and by Proud Boys, by white supremacists. They're hunting us down because we look this way, because we speak this way, because we like. I don't understand how people are still defending this man. Like, I don't get it. Make me understand. Because I can't. I cannot wrap my head around you hunting people down because they look the way they look. Like, what?
I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump. That's unfortunately. I'm not from Cuba. I'm just half Cuban. My dad is Cuban.
Your family's Cuban.
Yeah, most of my family has been here for a while. We don't have a lot of family there, but the people there are struggling.
I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump.
That's unfortunately. That comes from the anti-revolution sentiment from Fidel's time. It's
There is a very popular song for Trump.
yeah, there is. Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of them come here and just turn completely capitalist and support Trump because they think it's the whole idea of the American dream. When they start getting deported, then they'll see the regime that he's putting on now.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video.
Recent time, lots of Latinos have been experiencing the whole mass deportation thing, the policies that was passed or was told them before even the present administration was elected. Lots of them voted for this, right? They voted for the current administration, but somehow, their community members are not the ones facing the whole mass deportation. You guys, it's been a lot. You have the kids, who have been, picked up by ICE. The kid who was coming back or going to soccer game and he was picked up. You also have people who are being picked up in courthouses and all that. Then the Cubans for Trump who are also facing deportation, about 500,000 of them. Well, I'm just going to let people's videos roll. Then I'll come back with my commentary. Please do well to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I really want to hear from you, right? Tell me what you think about today's video and everything that's happening in the Latin community in the comment section. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with the commentary.
Are we having fun yet? Cubans for Trump, baby. Make America Great Again, part 5. Y'all, it's real wild what's happening with the Supreme Court and how they are removing protected status for over 500,000 Cubans and other immigrants. But it's always been wild. And even wilder during this presidency to see those very immigrants proudly back Trump. But now realizing, baby, he's coming for you too. Let's talk about it. Because what they thought was they were going to play a game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo and pick and choose some immigrants. But I guess not them. Because, baby, they was cheering loud. And y'all, I've been thinking about this for a long time. How so many immigrants of color come to the United States and quickly align themselves with whiteness. Many looking down on Black Americans, buying into the same tired stereotype that we're lazy, criminals, a burden, dangerous, and baby, they can't wait to use the N-word. They're taught to see us as the problem, or worse, the enemy. But what they don't see, or what they refuse to see, is the real enemy is the systems you're cozying up to the white supremacist structures that they think will protect them. These are the same ones that view all of us as disposable when convenient. And here's the hard truth. The only reason that these immigrant protections even exist, the only reason they had the privilege to come here and build new lives is because of Black civil rights advocacy, period. It was Black Americans who fought, who were hosed down, bled, and died to dismantle unjust laws and push for equality, not just for ourselves, but for everyone that came after us. Every opportunity they've had, The right to work, the right to go to school, to stay in this country, rests on the backs of Black struggle and resistance. Yet too many of them forget. Too many ignore history, the very history that gave them access to the very systems that are now turning on them. It's a deep betrayal, not just of us, but of justice itself. And baby, while I feel for them, you were warned. These same immigrants, happy to align themselves with whiteness, vote for politicians who harm them and turn their backs on us. Us, the people whose struggle made it possible for their opportunities. Now when deportations are happening left and right, they're realizing whiteness don't love you either, baby. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. I don't know how many times I need to say this. There is no protection in aligning yourself with whiteness. There's no protection in turning your back on the very Black folk who paved the way, who fought and bled for the rights you enjoy. Because when things get real, and baby, they get real, you'll find yourself alone. The same white supremacists that they cozied up to, they'll turn on you without hesitation. And here's what's even more heartbreaking. You thought you were protecting yourself by siding with them, by distancing yourself from us, by playing the respectability game. But baby, the game was rigged from the start. You were never meant to win, and you never were going to. And now, as you watch deportations, the removals, the betrayals, as you hide in fear, not knowing if you or your family is next, baby, you're seeing it in real time. The panic is setting in. The illusion, it's shattering. And the truth you tried to ignore is now knocking at your door. As Black Americans, we've always fought for justice, for everyone. We know how it feels to be treated unjustly. But let me be clear, we're done putting ourselves on the line for those who won't even stand with us. This time, you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. Happy Black History 365, and I'll see you next time.
You want me to feel bad for the ICE raids that are going on in California right now? No, absolutely not. How long and how many years have these illegal immigrants been here? And how much time have they had to go ahead and get their work visas, get their documentations and paperwork in order? How long have they had to become an American citizen? Too many years. Did they do it? No.
Hello, Nate, Nathan, Nathaniel, whatever your name is. Sometimes I almost feel bad for people like you that are trying so hard to be victims and are clearly ignorant and falling for misinformation. To be super clear, nobody wants you to feel bad for people. Although it is a weird statement for somebody who claims to be a Christian. No hate like Christian love. Even the way you call people illegal makes it sound like you think you're superior to other people. But if you wanted attention, today I got time. Let's talk about it.
And not only that, but they cut in line in the first place. I have so many
What
friends
line?
at work and people that are around me that came here.
You don't have any friends, Nate. Stop lying.
The right way. I don't feel sorry for them at all. I don't care. Another reason, too, is you know how many billions of dollars California has spent on the illegal migrants' healthcare? Billions in healthcare. Billions in food stamps. Billions in cash aid. You know what? As an American citizen, if I needed any one of those three, I would get the bare minimum.
Oh, pobrecito.
That includes food stamps.
You're such a victim, bro.
Only $200 a month, while they get thousands of dollars. Do I feel
Why are you
sorry?
hearing
No.
this?
If I needed cash aid assistance, I would get the bare minimum there too. Possibly around $1,800. Them, they get $5,000.
What are you talking about?
They get put right in the front line of me, the American taxpayer. Do I feel sorry? No. These people could get rounded up.
These people.
Go back to their countries, get in line, and come back the right way.
Pobrecito. They cut in line in front of me. In California, migrants that get assistance need to fall below a certain threshold, which is the same as U.S. citizens, to get the same aid. And those migrants pay taxes, so they're just as deserving because of what they're putting into the system. But Nate, there's no pathway. There's no way for people to get in line. But I'm sure ignorant folks like you think it's as easy as applying for a driver's license or something. But let me use myself as an example. I arrived to the U.S. in 2002. I was 10 years old. I am currently 33. I hold multiple degrees, a master's degree. I was a teacher for 7 years. I've been in high school administration for 5. Currently a high school principal. And if there isn't a single pathway for somebody with my accomplishments, what does that mean for folks that aren't as privileged, as lucky, as fortunate? There is no line, there is no pathways. Nobody wants to be here without proper documents. And listen, Nate, if you don't feel sorry for people being torn apart from their families, people losing their livelihood, people being locked up without due process, people getting sent to mega prisons in other countries when they don't even have a criminal record, then don't. And you can be the trash human being you are without spreading lies. The migrants are taking things that you deserve. I have so much more to say, but I'm gonna stop here. To anyone watching this video, what did I miss? What do you all think? What do you all think about el pobrecito over here?
Alright, if you want to know what it's like to be a Latino in the US right now with everything going on with the Trump administration and just the government and ICE, it's actually really fucking sucks. So in my hometown, I lived in a different city that my parents live in, and I just saw on like a mutual's Instagram story of what, of ICE officers located and spotted, and like the first thing I thought of was like my parents. So I send them the screenshot and I'm like, oh my gosh, please be safe, like please don't leave your home. And like, I really hope they don't, but like, you know, they gotta go to work and stuff. But they're literally just stopping people, you know, stopping vehicles, searching them up, and racially targeting. And then I just thought to myself, like, this is so scary. Like, they are here illegally, but when has that stopped them ever for racially profiling and detaining them unhumanly or inhumanely? Never. But yeah, I think it's just a really scary thing, especially because, you know, I think it's easy to think like, oh, that won't happen to us, that won't happen to me, that won't happen to my parents. And then you see they're right in your hometown, in your small hometown. They are every fucking where. Like, I don't think it's ever been this bad until like recently. They are everywhere in the fucking states. Like, every small town you can think of, they are there. Like, I'm from a small town and they are there. And then they're in big cities. Like, I saw that San Diego raid as well. And no one has fucking sympathy. Not no one, but this fucking government doesn't. And I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm scared for myself, for the way I look, for my family, for any loved ones. They're targeting certain neighborhoods that are specifically Latino populated. It almost feels like, what the fuck do we do, you know? Anyways, just post on Facebook, post on anything, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, repost, know your rights, spread information about rights, because immigrants do have rights. So yeah, that is what it's like to be a Latino right now in the fucking States. So I'm kind of mad at people who don't have to worry about that, and I'm jealous because we don't deserve that.
A lot of these Latinos really felt that ICE will never come closer to them because they chose to vote Republican in the past election. Lot and lot of them never believed that ICE was ever going to come close to their community. They felt loved and all that, and that's why you have a lot of them feeling that they have been betrayed or been played by this administration and the people who did the whole campaign for them. Because why will we come out in mass to vote for you, and yet it's us who are now facing the whole mass deportation that was promised? You know, these people told them from beginning that this was going to happen, but they never felt it was going to come to their community in any way. Okay, now people are so scared to even go to work or go out. Even the ones who are staying legally in the country are scared of being, being profiled by ICE or anything, right? A lot of them are not scared, just like this young lady who was talking about her parents and telling her parents not to go out and all that. It's not just about going out, it's about when you're in your house, they could just come, right? Knowing fully whether it's somebody, a brown person that stays there. They might just come in. Look at the young boy who was picked up by ICE the other day on his way to volleyball. This guy was going to represent his school on their graduation or their team, and all of a sudden he was picked up. They didn't come for him like they said. They came for the father, and yet they picked him up and not the father. So you saw a boy who came into the country when he was just 5 years old. You decided to pick him. Instead of looking for his father, to pick his father up, you decided to pick the young boy. Or you go somewhere else to go raid, looking for somebody else, then you saw another person and you decided to pick them up. Now, I thought they said they were coming only after criminals and all those people who, are gang members and all of that. How come they are not deporting people who has done nothing but good in the country? People who are there trying their possible best to get their legal status, and people who are there trying their best to, make money, ends meet legally, and not people who are there doing something else. This guy goes to school, for God's sake. A lot of people have been sharing how they feel so sad. Yes, it is true that community members came out en masse because they have the permit and have the legal stay in the country, decided to vote for the current administration, forgetting that there are a lot of their community members who do not have legal stay in the country, yet want to stay back in that country. And they are trying their possible best to get documented. Instead of them looking out for those people and voting for somebody who does not have this whole policy that will make illegal undocumented people to go, instead of them seeking for a way to stay back in the country and get legal stay in the country, because truly, let's be true, let's be right, let's be honest here. Everybody deserves to, have a legal stay in any country that you are in. just to get documented and all that, it's not bad to have legal stay in the country. But when somebody is also trying his best to get, everything right, I don't see why you picked up the person at the verge of them getting their legal status in the country. I don't know how you guys see it, but it's really devastating for parents, for children. You guys saw the video of that mom who was being handcuffed by ICE, and the kid was just there speaking, I think Mexico or something, and he was just shouting, "Mommy, I'm here," not knowing that somehow, the mom might not see him for years, and he might not see his mom for years, right? If eventually they take the mother and leave the child. You see? So some of these things are just what people really need to understand. It's really painful seeing this thing happen to the Latin community. A lot of people are telling them, "Oh, we told you so." Truly, a lot of people were making videos to really tell them that this was going to happen, but they never believed that it was ever going to come close to them. And that's why I have some of them already crying on the internet and asking why all this is happening to them and nobody's talking about it. Everybody's calm about it. Why is everyone not protesting with them and all that? Please, guys, I would really love to hear from you. What do you think about today's video and these people who are here complaining about being deported and all that in the Latin community? Let me know what you think in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Thank you and see you next time, guys. Bye.